History of Roman Empire. Imagine a civilization so powerful, so advanced, that its influence still shapes the world today. From the laws that govern our courts to the roads that connect our cities, the Roman Empire's legacy is everywhere. But how did this mighty empire rise? What made it extraordinary, and why, after centuries of glory, did it fall? Today, we dive into the epic history of Rome, a story of ambition, innovation, and the struggle for power. The United States is often called a modern superpower, but in many ways, it mirrors Rome. Both were built on ideals of governance, military might, and cultural influence. But while America is just a few centuries old, Rome's story spans over 1,000 years. Let's step back in time and explore how this empire changed history. The rise of Rome. It began in 753 BCE, according to legend, when Romulus founded Rome. But Rome wasn't born a superpower. It started as a small city-state, surrounded by stronger neighbors. So, how did it grow into an empire? The answer lies in its ambition and strategies. Rome's military was unmatched. Its soldiers were disciplined, well-trained, and equipped with cutting-edge technology, like the gladius, a short sword that gave them an edge in combat. But it wasn't just brute force. Rome was a master of assimilation. Conquered peoples were often granted citizenship, helping stabilize the empire and spread its culture. By 27 BCE, Rome had transformed from a republic into an empire under Augustus. This marked the Pax Romana, a 200-year period of peace and prosperity. Rome became a hub of innovation, building aqueducts, roads, and monumental architecture that still awe us today. Life in the Roman Empire. But what was life like for the average Roman? Imagine walking through ancient Rome. You'd see grand temples, public baths, and theaters. The Romans loved entertainment. Gladiatorial games, chariot races, and performances were part of daily life. At home, Roman families lived in domus, spacious houses with courtyards, or insulae, multi-story apartments. The wealthy enjoyed lavish meals, while the poor relied on bread and porridge, but life wasn't equal for everyone. Slavery was a cornerstone of society, with slaves making up nearly a third of the population. Education was valued, especially for boys. They studied Latin, Greek, rhetoric, and philosophy, preparing for careers in law, politics, or the military. Roman women, while excluded from office, often managed households and businesses. Some, like Empress Livia, wielded significant influence. The height of the empire. At its height, Rome spanned 3 continents, encompassing 5 million square kilometers and 70 million people. It was a melting pot of cultures, languages, and religions. But what held it together? The answer lies in infrastructure and governance. Rome built over 250,000 miles of roads, connecting provinces and facilitating trade, communication, and military movement. The saying, "all roads lead to Rome," wasn't just a metaphor, it was reality. Rome also introduced a standardized currency, boosting the economy, and its legal system laid the foundation for modern law, including innocent until proven guilty, the decline and fall. But even the mightiest empires aren't invincible. By the 3rd century CE, Rome faced crises. Political instability, economic troubles, and invasions weakened it. Barbarian tribes like the Goths and Vandals breached Rome's borders, while corruption and infighting further destabilized the empire. In 476 CE, the last emperor, Romulus Augustulus, was overthrown by the Germanic leader Odoacer. The Western Roman Empire had fallen. However, the Eastern Roman Empire, known as the Byzantine Empire, continued for another 1,000 years, preserving Roman culture until its fall in 1453. Legacy of Rome. Though the Roman Empire fell, its legacy endures. The US government, with its Senate and checks and balances, owes much to Roman ideas. Latin, the language of Rome, is the root of many modern languages, and Roman engineering, arches, domes, and concrete, still inspires architects today. From the Colosseum to the Pantheon, Roman achievements continue to captivate us. They remind us of what humanity can accomplish and the lessons we can learn from history.